Hey guys, welcome back to the GTO channel, and this is your review of Spain 1, Germany 1. If I'm breathing heavy, I'm sorry. I've just gone through some crazy activity uh, just outside, so yeah. I did watch the game though, but I just did that after, so maybe this might come out a bit late. So don't worry about that if I'm out of breath, but it is what it is. Anyway, let's do this. So obviously, Spain won, Germany won in a very interesting game. I think a very good game of football between two teams that have technicians everywhere on the pitch. I really did like that midfield battle between two coaches that are very tactical, have very good philosophies. Um, in a game where it felt like before the day started, before the first game of today's set of fixtures, it felt like Germany needed to win. But after, obviously, Costa Rica surprisingly beat Japan, it was a must-not-lose situation. In this game, I just thought to myself, Germany cannot lose. Because even though they did, they, even if they do lose, they could still go through. But I just thought to myself, they can't lose because if they lose this game, Spain will go through to the last 16, meaning they'll rest players against Japan, making them weaker and making Japan motivated to go and get a point or 3 points against Spain. So it was one of those ones where I think everyone knows Germany are going to beat Costa Rica, but it was all about if Spain went through, they would have weakened against Japan, and maybe Japan could have competed against Spain. Japan in this game are going to be underdogs against Spain, so that might suit them and actually make them perform. Hence why I said, you know what, in this game, look, Germany just need to not lose. I thought they had to win, but when you look at the performance today of Germany, I have to say, in glimpses, it was good. I thought overall defensively today, I think they were very good today defensively. Hansi Flick made a couple changes. He brought in Keraher at right back from West Ham. He put Nicolas Sul at centre back, and he put Ram at left back. So Schlotterbeck did not play, obviously. So, and obviously Rudiger was in the defence. In the two, he had put Goretzka in, Kimmich, and then the number 10 was Gundogan, left was Musiala, the right was Gnabry, and up front was Muller. And yeah, it's just one of those games where Germany, I think, in periods showed quality in terms of, I think, the way they pressed Spain at times, made Spain just be a bit sloppy on the ball. Gavi at times was giving away stupid fouls. Busquets was having no composure at times in that game. He still had a good game though, but Germany made him make a few mistakes. They had a couple of transitions here and there. Muller did not do enough up front. He did not do enough up front. And look, from that perspective, it is what it is. The striker that came on for them did way more than Muller did. But at the end of the day, Muller's not a 9. But I thought in terms of Germany's press, it was good. At times, yes, Spain did pick through them apart. But when you look at the chances Spain created, there really wasn't that many that I could remember. I think there was one that went over the bar from, who was it? Was it Olmo or was it Ferran Torres? There was one that one of them scuffed and it went over the bar, I think. I think that was in the first half. And then obviously Rudiger had scored in that half. But unfortunately, he was offside. I was so annoyed when that happened because I was like, my boy Rudiger, he just had to time his run, man. Just not, the timing is awful, I can't lie. He just has to hold his run a little bit. But he didn't. And in terms of the way Spain, they learned their lessons from that. And in the second half, every time Germany had a set piece, they just played the offside. They just did the offside trap, and it literally worked pretty much all the time. Let's keep it real. So yeah, fair play to Spain in terms of that, learning their lesson. And in terms of Spain's performance, look, it was interesting. I thought, typical Spain, they're always gonna keep possession. They're always gonna keep the ball. I thought they did okay in terms of the way they played, the way they sometimes got through the first phase of Germany's press. I liked Pedri's performance today. He was a star today. He was absolutely fantastic. So was Musiala. I thought those two stole the show today. I think man of the match in general was Musiala. I thought he in general was the best player on the field because I saw consistency with Musiala from the beginning all the way to the end. There are periods where Pedri wasn't having a good 5-10 minutes. The same with Gavi. The same can go for Busquets. In terms of Germany, I don't think there's really many players that actually played that well. I'd only give credit to the defense and Musiala. I thought Gnabry today was absolutely shocking. I thought he was the worst player on the pitch. How he did not go off about 10 minutes earlier than he did, I'll have no clue in the world. He should have come off that pitch today. He should have come off the pitch. I don't know why he stayed on for as long as he did. When he was on the left, he was horrible. When he was on the right, he was horrible. He was killing most of Germany's attacks. Just poor, just really poor from Gnabry today. You know, Musiala was the only one who was press resistant, the only one who had good close control, the only one that would nutmeg people, take them on, go past them, try to link up, dribble. You know, Musiala was trying everything. He was trying to drag that Germany team up the field. The kid is 19. He's 19 and he's carrying Germany, really. Let's be honest with ourselves. You know, I thought the midfield today, I didn't think Goretzka had the greatest game today. Kimmich was okay. Gundogan had some moments, but it wasn't enough. Like I said, I thought the backline is the only set of people that deserve credit. I think Keraha did well to overall, you know, handle Olmo, because Olmo was on it today. Olmo in the first half was playing really, really, really well. Everything was going down his side. He was going past players. He was doing crossfield balls. He was trying to create. He was trying to make goals and stuff like that. And fair play to him in the second half. I think Keraha did well to nullify him, to be honest with you. So I thought he had a good performance. Like I said, Nicolas Sula, other than the goal that we'll get to, I thought he was actually pretty good today, especially aerially. Rudiger, good today. I saw some people trying to slander him, saying he's not good in the back four. What are you talking about? He was absolutely fine today. He was absolutely fine today. No qualms, no problems. Yeah, maybe a few times he stepped out of his line. Maybe a few times he got running behind by Morata. But other than that, not really much to say bad on Rudiger's performance. He was really, really solid. He was a threat in set pieces as well. So, yeah, you got to give credit to him, man. In the back four, he's doing his thing, man. And Ram today at left back. I think he done a good job on Ferran Torres overall. I didn't see Asensio in the game. Never saw him in the game, to be honest, other than that time where he had a shot from outside the box and, you know, it scuffed over the bar. It was a pretty good opportunity. I'm pretty sure Spain were on the break at that time after scoring as well. And then, you know, it's funny how in this game, obviously goals were scored, but they were scored by number 9s, actual strikers. And neither of these two strikers played today. Let's start off with Alvaro Morata, man. I mean, bloody hell, mate. I tell you what, like, you see this guy, yeah? He's a weird player. Now, I'm going to talk about him as a player in a moment, but let's talk about the goal first of all. Obviously, it's Jordi Alba down the left-hand side. He puts a cross in. Alvaro Morata makes that movement. He goes this way, then quickly goes on the other side. Sula, poor defending, doesn't know where his man is. When he realized Morata's running, oh, he's alert now, but it was too late, to be honest. Really, really good finish from Morata outside the boot with his right foot, puts in the back of the net, into pretty much the roof of the net. And fair play to him. It was a really, really, really good finish from him. I can't lie. And with Morata as a player, you know, he's a player that I've he's hard to figure out. He's been hard to figure out for me for quite a while. But I felt like the Euros last summer was a time I finally realized, yeah, what type of player this guy is. He is a good player. The thing is with Morata, he is a good player. Technically, he is actually decent. Finishing-wise, finishing depends. That's the bit with Morata. Now, the problem I have with Morata is when he's on the pitch and he has the ball, when he has time to think about what he's going to do with the ball, he fluffs his lines. He doesn't know what to do with it, whether he's running with it, whether he's one-on-one with the keeper, whether he's trying to dribble. Yeah? When he has the ball, this guy has no clue what to do with it. He can't seem to make a decision. There seems to be no urgency with him when he has time to think about what he's going to do. You know, whether, I don't know, is he going to shoot top right, bottom left? Or is he going to cross that ball in? When he's made that run in behind, is he going to square it maybe? No, he just fluffs his lines and takes way too long. There was a moment today where he made a run in behind the defense, right? And he was still on goal, right? He was onside as well. And he didn't make his mind up. The guy took about 2-3 extra touches for no reason at all. And he fluffed his lines. But then you look at the goal he scored. This is where I say Morata's good. Because when he doesn't have time to think about what he's going to do when he has the ball, would you look at that? He's actually a decent player. Go rewatch the Euros. Go watch some of his highlights for the Euros. Yeah? There were games where he had time on the ball, right? And he'd fluff his lines. But then, when there were times where he had to use his instincts and he didn't have to think about what he was going to do, he was scoring goals. Look at the goal against Croatia in that 5-3 win. Look at their goal against Italy in the semi-final of the Euros. Look at the goal today. When he has time to think, fluffs his lines, bottles it, doesn't know what he's doing. When he doesn't have time to think and he has to use his instincts, oh my God, he's actually decent. He's actually good. And technically, he's a decent footballer. He doesn't even have a bad first touch. He can actually hold the ball up. There's a reason why he's probably one of the best headers of the ball nowadays. This guy in headers is actually pretty good. Guess why? Because he doesn't have time to think about it. When he knows it's going to his head, it's wraps. He's going to score probably. Weird player, man. And yeah, good goal. You would have thought Spain were going to last it out. You would have thought maybe they could have gone on counter-attacks. They went on a couple. It didn't work out. And then yeah, let's talk about Germany's goal. So obviously, after Germany do concede that goal to Spain, it looks like it's going to be over. It looks like a sticky one still. It looks like they're on the brink of going out because obviously, if they had lost that game, they would have been sat on 0 points, and they would have had to beat Costa Rica by a lot of goals and hope that Japan lose to Spain. And this is what I said earlier about if Germany lose this game, they were likely gonna go out because, like I said, Spain would have known tonight if they had won, they would have gone through. And if they had gone through, they would have rested players for that last game against Japan. It probably would have made Japan's game easier. And they maybe would have competed and got at least a point out of that game. Meaning even if Germany did beat Costa Rica, it wouldn't have mattered. But with this draw, now it's like, okay, Japan can still draw with Spain. But, yeah, if Germany beat Costa Rica and score way more goals, and they have the same points as Japan, it'll be settled by goal difference. And I'd like to think that Germany are going to put a few past Costa Rica. Okay? And on top of that as well, Spain know that they're not quite through. Spain know they can't afford to lose to Japan. Because if they lose to Japan, it's peak for them. It's peak for them, trust me. In fact, it could be peak for Germany as well. Because if Japan actually beats Spain, then Germany will be out regardless of the result against Costa Rica. Unless they absolutely smash them like 8-0. Unless they do that, which I can't see happening. So they have to hope Spain beat Japan. That's why at least not losing this game was important. And obviously, like I said, they went 1-0 down. Hansi Flick eventually makes some substitutes. He brings on Leroy Sané. He brings on Klosterman at right back. And he brings on the man that scored the equalizer, Nicholas Fulkberg. I think it's Fulkberg. Fulkberg. Damn it. I think that's how you pronounce his name. The number 9, the striker, Nicholas Fulkberg. Do you know what? If I butchered it, I butchered it. I am so sorry. I'm just going to call him Nicholas. Man like Nicholas gets that equalizer. Musiala assist, obviously. The ball comes to him. He makes a good turn. Nicholas takes it off him and he just smashes it into the top corner like a bad man. Like an absolute bad man. And fair play to him. Fair play to him. Really, really good finish. And like I said, it's funny how, you know, both teams didn't start with a recognised centre forward. And then as soon as centre forwards come on, they're the ones that get the goal for each team. So I do find that funny, to be fair. So yeah. And Germany had a few chances, man. Jamal Musiala, bro. Wait, give me a sec. Okay. I thought I was going to sneeze, but I'm not. Jamal Musiala, he was through on goal. He should have scored. He needs to score. If you're going to shoot, score. If you're going to shoot in that position, score. Considering you could have squared it to, I think, Goretzka, I'm pretty sure. So that was poor from Musiala. That was probably the only time I was not happy with him. Other than that, he was perfect in everything he did. His half turns, his first touch, his dribbling, his close control, the fact that he was press resistant as well, his skill, he was completed. Excuse me. He was complete today, so fair play to him in terms of that. But like I said, Nicholas gets the goal, really good goal into the top corner, no chance for Unai Simon, and yeah, fair play. And Sane had the chance in the end as well. Yes, oh Sane, man, I don't know. You've either got to try square that early, you got to try chip the goalkeeper, or shoot. Just do something. Don't round him. Do not try round the keeper. It's a tight angle, and you're not that guy either. Like, you've not been good the past few years. So what are you doing, lad? Anyway, it is what it is, guys. Overall, good game of football. I thought tactically, I found it very interesting. I like the way both teams pressed each other. I like the way both teams broke each other down at points as well. Not many chances created or not many goals scored, but from a midfield battle perspective, you know, the fact that it was so enjoyable watching Busquets, Pedri, Gavi, Gundogan, Kimmich, and Goretzka today all battling out in that midfield. It was very, very key. And I think it was a 50-50 battle. And yeah, I'd call it a draw, just like the game was a draw. You know, most of these games are always dictated by how the midfield plays, man. That's facts. Look at Croatia earlier. The reason why they beat Canada in the fashion that they did is because Kovacic, Modric, and Brozovic were absolutely fantastic and dominated Canada's midfield. Today's battle, though, it was 50-50, and that resulted in a draw. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please like, comment, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, follow my social media down below, and yeah, I'll see you guys whenever I see you guys. Have a good one. Peace.